Hello, welcome to today's lesson. This is about preposition. This is the sixth series regarding prepositions. आपका हमारे चैनल नॉलेज डायरी पर स्वागत है और मैं आपका होस्ट आर के शर्मा आपके साथ इस पूरे वीडियो लेसन में बना रहूँगा। तो आइए अब हम आगे बढ़ते हैं। इस वीडियो में हम बहुत सारी एक्सरसाइजेस करने वाले हैं, तो आप अपने पेन और कॉपी के साथ तैयार रहें। सबसे पहली एक्सरसाइज, सप्लाई द मिसिंग प्रपोजिशंस यूजिंग फ्रॉम और ऑफ। ये हमें करनी है। इसमें आपको फ्रॉम और ऑफ प्रपोजिशंस का यूज करना है। तो ये आपको हम बता दें कि हम आपको क्वेश्चन देंगे और फिर आपको एनफ टाइम भी मिलेगा जिससे आप अपना जवाब दे पाए। उसके बाद में आप अपने जवाब से हमारे जवाब को तुलना कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि और ये देख सकते हैं कि आपका जवाब सही है या नहीं। तो आइए, प्रश्न संख्या 1। She accused her servant blanks stealing। इसका आंसर होगा she accused her servant of stealing। Next, teetotalers are people who abstain blanks alcohol from। Who can I borrow a pencil blanks? Answer, who can I borrow a pencil from? He carries a gun to defend himself blanks unexpected attacks। He carries a gun to defend himself from unexpected attacks। I'm sure your mother would not approve blanks that sort of behavior। Mother would not approve of that sort of behavior। I hasten to assure him blanks my support। To assure him of my support। Supply the missing prepositions. Beware blanks the dog। Beware of the dog। I should demand an apology blanks him if I were you। An apology from him। He is always boasting blanks his tennis। Always boasting of his tennis। There is no need to complain blanks the service in this restaurant। No need to complain of the service। That is a matter on which I differ profoundly blanks you। I differ profoundly from you। His failure has completely discouraged him blanks trying again। Completely discouraged him from trying again। The dish that tastes funny, what does it consist blanks of? The officer was dismissed blanks the service for incompetence was dismissed from। This word is difficult to distinguish in meaning blanks the others। Distinguish in meaning from the others। The ship was diverted blanks its course by bad weather was diverted from। The prisoner had never been convicted blanks theft before। Had never been convicted of theft। I want to draw some money blanks the bank। Draw some money from the bank। You can't convince me blanks the necessity of that course of action। can't convince me of their necessity. They did all they could to cure him, thanks his disease. To cure him of his disease. She has been eliminated, blanks the tournament. Has been eliminated from the tournament. Next and what result emerged, blanks your discussions. Result emerged from your discussions. I despair, blanks ever teaching them anything. Despair of ever teaching. That is something you cannot escape, blanks. You cannot escape from. I should never dream, blanks asking him to do it. Should never dream of asking. He refused to hear, blanks anything against her. Refused to hear of anything. You cannot exclude it, blanks your calculations. Cannot exclude it from your calculations. I should be glad to hear, blanks them, if you know anyone who can help me. Glad to hear of them. Some of these imports are exempt, blanks duty. Imports are exempt from duty. His bad leg hinders him, blanks taking parts in the game. Hinders him from taking part. He dislikes to be reminded, blanks his part in the affair. To be reminded of his part. His youth effectively prohibits him, blanks participation in the matter. Effectively prohibits him from participation. You will have to paint it to protect it, blanks the weather. To protect it from the weather. He very soon repented, blanks his impetuosity. Very soon repented of his impetuosity. I cannot get rid the scuff. Get rid of. The whole place smelled, blanks tobacco. Smoke the next morning. Smelled of tobacco. I don't think he will ever recover, blanks his wife's death. Recover from. I have long suspected him, blanks criminal tendencies. Have long suspected him of criminal tendencies. It would be wise to refrain, blanks comment at this stage of the proceedings. Wise to refrain from comment. What do you think, blanks this? What do you think of this? After breaking the egg, separate the white, blanks the yolk. Separate the white from the yolk. She tires very quickly, blanks all her friends. Tires very quickly of all her friends. I must warn you, blanks the dangers you will meet on the way. Warn you of the dangers. She is not the one to shrink her duty, however unpleasant it may be, one to shrink from her duty. Poor old Mina, she has suffered, blanks rheumatism for 40 years. She has suffered from rheumatism. अब एक्सरसाइज में है आपको 4 with और अगेंस्ट को करना है। तो ये आपका पहला क्वेश्चन है, हाउ डू यू अकाउंट ब्लैंक्स दिस टेरिबल स्टेट ऑफ अफेयर्स? डू यू अकाउंट फॉर दिस टेरिबल स्टेट ऑफ अफेयर्स? Next, let me first acquaint you blanks the facts. First acquaint you with the facts. I'm afraid I'm strongly prejudiced blanks him. Strongly prejudiced against him. You can even insure blanks loss of income. Even insure against loss of income. Who may I ask? Are you supposed to be acting? Are you supposed to be acting for? He has been afflicted blanks a nervous tic ever since his accident. Has been afflicted with a nervous tic. I don't agree blanks you when you say that. I don't agree with you. She has come to assist blanks the spring cleaning. Has come to assist with the spring cleaning. I think you should apologize blanks your outrageous behavior. Apologize for your outrageous behavior. He would charge blanks a whole series of crimes. Charged with a whole series of crimes. Go in through that door and ask blanks Dinesh, and ask for Dinesh. Whatever else I have done, you can't blame me blanks that. Blame me for. All of us protest most emphatically blanks new regulations. Protest most emphatically against new regulations. I shall communicate blanks you again in due course. Shall communicate with you in due course. You can compare his work blanks mine. Compare his work with mine. It is useless trying to compete blanks the world's champion. Useless trying to compete with the world's champion. The prisoner begged blanks mercy, begged for mercy. This type of work calls blanks the most painstaking care. Work calls for the most painstaking. In order to comply blanks the regulations, please fill in this form. Comply with the regulations. It doesn't take people long to start reacting blanks a government they have just chosen. Long to start reacting against. His explanations conflict blanks the facts. His explanations conflicts with the facts. अब आपको इसमें for, from और of से करना है. How much do they charge blanks pencils in that shop? Do they charge for pencils? People don't often rebel blanks their chosen leaders. Often rebel against. I'm afraid you have confused me blanks my sister. Confused me with my sister. I would like to exchange my old car blanks a new one. Exchange my old car for a new one. This ship requires considerable modifications to fit in blanks. To fit it blanks tropical condition. To fit it for tropical conditions. His behavior contrasts most unfavorably blanks that of his brother. Contrasts most unfavorably with that of his brother. I feel I should warn you blanks using that gun. Should warn you against using that gun. The whole people is grieving blanks the loss of its beloved leader. People is grieving for. I'm sorry, I simply cannot cope blanks all this work. Cannot cope with. This exercise is intended blanks advanced students. Exercise is intended for advanced students. He has been corresponding blanks an eminent scientist for years. Has been corresponding with an eminent scientist. We are all disgusted blanks his atrocious behavior. Disgusted with. And now we will finish blanks a song. We'll finish with a song. Conquered peoples have a natural desire to rise blanks their rulers. Natural desire to rise against their rulers. We ought to begin blanks the easiest exercises. To begin with. For years she has been longing blanks this day. She has been longing for this day. Do you mind giving me some help? Blanks the washing up. Giving me some help with. She is in mourning blanks her mother. In mourning for her mother. Hope blanks the best and prepare the worst. Hope for the best. Wise people provide blanks a rainy day. Wise people provide for a rainy day. Be careful that dog doesn't get infected blanks rabies. Doesn't get infected with rabies. I do wish you wouldn't interfere blanks me. Wouldn't interfere with me. They all set off to search blanks the lost member of the party. Set out to search for. The whole population was threatened blanks extinction. Population was extinct, threatened with extinction. Oil won't mix blanks water. Won't mix with water. I'm looking blanks some papers I misled. Looking for. History is the story of the struggle blanks power. Story of a struggle for power. He had it from his wife and refused to part blanks it. Refused to part with it. In this exercise, we are substituting a preposition blanks blank. Substituting a preposition for a blank. I think it is useless to struggle blanks fat. Useless to struggle against fat. He is adequately provided blanks the necessities of life. Adequately provided with the necessities of life. Permit me to thank you blanks your assistant. Permit me to thank you for your assistance. Next, rubber solution is used blanks sticking patches on tire. Solution is used for sticking patches. There they are quarreling blanks each other again. Quarreling with. Doctors are in the forefront of the fight blanks disease. Forefront of the fight against disease. What blanks just injustice. What for injustice. It is impossible to reason blanks a man of his mentality. Impossible to reason with. If you want to marry her, you have to reckon blanks her father. Marry her, you have to reckon with her father. I should be satisfied blanks half the sum. Satisfied with. अब देखिए एक अलग प्रकार की एक्सरसाइज हम यहाँ पे करने वाले हैं। इसमें prepositions at the end of sentences and clauses, कुछ prepositions जो सेंटेंस के एंड में आते हैं उनके बारे में हम डिस्कस करेंगे। It is normal and correct uses to put prepositions at the end of certain constructions. आमतौर पर हम कुछ वाक्यों के और जो है कुछ फ्रेजेस क्लॉजेस के अंत में कुछ prepositions रख देते हैं। सबसे पहले हम क्वेश्चंस के पीछे कैसे लगाते हैं उसकी बात हम करने वाले हैं। तो ये है What are you looking at? At इसमें preposition है। रिलेटिव क्लासेस के एंड में भी हम लगाया करते हैं। दिस इज व्हाट आई एम लुकिंग फॉर जो है प्रपोजिशन है। और पैसिव सेंटेंसेस में भी हम लगाया करते हैं, जैसे ही वॉज वेल लुक्ड आफ्टर इन हॉस्पिटल। अब हम इससे रिलेटेड एक्सरसाइज करेंगे। सप्लाई दी प्रपोजिशंस at the end of these sentences और इनका आंसर हम आपको पहले वालों की तरह से ही बताएंगे। तो here is your question number 1. What is your dress made blanks? Your dress made of. What do you cut up bread blanks? Cut up bread with. What did you do that blanks? Did you do that for? What are you sitting blanks? What are you sitting on? Where are you going blanks? Where are you going to? What on earth are you talking blanks? On earth are you talking about? What are you going to wrap this fish up? Wrap the fish up in. कुछ और एक्सरसाइजेज हैं। Where have all those letters come blanks? Have all those letters come from? Who were you sitting blanks? Who were you sitting beside या between? What are you shooting blanks? What are you shooting at? Is that man you were speaking blanks? Is that man you were speaking to? This is the picture we were looking blanks. This is the picture we were looking at. The chair I was sitting blanks broke. I was sitting on. I have just found the money I was looking blanks. Just found the money I was looking for. Now you can see the lake we have just walked. Lake we have just walked past. Yesterday they blew up the bridge we came. They blew up the bridge we came over. They have just lost the toys they were playing with. You can scarcely see the route they climbed. Scarcely see the route they climbed up. But this is the shop we have just been. This is the shop we have just been to. Thank you for sending on the book I left. For sending the book I left behind. Have you any idea what this is made? Any idea what this is made of? We don't like that subject referred. Don't like that subject referred to. They tell me it is a good firm to work. Good firm to work for. You can tell that his clothes are badly looked. Clothes are badly looked after. I don't think that subject has ever been talked about. Here is the man that book was written. That book was written by. Can you tell me please who that letter has been passed? Who that letter has been passed to? Never in my life have I been spoken blanks in that manner. Have I been spoken to? I can assure you that my jokes are always laughed blanks. That my jokes are always laughed at. She certainly manages to get herself talked. Manages to get herself talked about. The results of the examination were not to be wondered. Examination were not to be wondered at. अब हम बात करने वाले हैं नॉट अंटिल की। अब इसमें देखिए नेगेटिव है दोनों में ही, तो इसको थोड़ा समझते हैं। He didn't leave until 3 o'clock. He left at 3 o'clock but not before. इसका मतलब ये होगा He didn't leave until 3 o'clock का मतलब है कि वो चला तो गया परंतु 3 बजे से पहले नहीं गया। She didn't understand until I explained it to her. इसका मतलब है she only understood when I explained it to her. कि जब मैं उससे बताता हूं तभी वह समझती है। This construction with a negative verb and word until is often a difficult one for students, since in their languages the same idea is usually expressed by some other means. तो ये जो नॉट अंटिल वाला जो है ये नेगेटिव वर्ब है और इसको छात्र बड़ी मुश्किल से समझते हैं, जबकि इसको दूसरे वाक्य से इस तरीके से बताया जा सकता है। तो आइए हम इस पर बेस्ड कुछ एक्सरसाइजेस करते हैं। आपको नाउ चेंज द फॉलोइंग सेंटेंसेस इन द सेम वे, इसी तरीके से आपको बदलना है। सबसे पहला देखिए, दे विल कम व्हेन दे आर कॉल्ड बट नॉट बिफोर। उसको चेंज होगा, दे विल नॉट कम अंटिल दे आर कॉल्ड। नेक्स्ट, I managed to do it when you had explained how. I didn't manage to do it until you had explained. They took a liking to the beer as soon as they tasted it. They did not take a liking to beer until they tasted it. I shall go to bed as soon as I have finished my work. I shall not go to bed until I have finished my work. The maid will open the door when she knows who knocked. The maid will not open the door until she knows who knocked. Father woke up when he heard the alarm clock. Father did not wake up until he heard the alarm. We will only leave when the other guests have gone. We will not leave until the other guests have gone. He arrived on Wednesday morning. He did not arrive until Wednesday. Mohan got back from office very late last night. Mohan did not get back until very late. Get back from office until very late. The bus only leaves when all the places are taken. The bus does not leave until all the places are taken. अब ये देखिए कि दिस कंस्ट्रक्शन इज ऑल्सो फाउंड विद ए सब्स्टिट्यूट सब्जेक्ट कंस्ट्रक्शन विद इट। इस प्रकार के जो वाक्यों का निर्माण है वो एक सब्स्टिट्यूट सब्जेक्ट के साथ भी बनाया जा सकता है। कैसे? इट वॉज ओनली ऑन वेंसडे दैट आई सॉ हिम अगेन। इस तरीके से बनाया जा सकता है, इट वॉज नॉट अंटिल वेंसडे दैट आई सॉ हिम अगेन। इस तरह का सेंटेंस दोनों समान है। जो ऊपर वाला वाक्य है वो सिंपल है और ये नॉट अंटिल का यूज करके बनाया गया है। तो आगे अब हम कुछ वाक्यों को करते हैं। नाउ चेंज दीज सेंटेंसेस इन द सेम वे। इट वाज व्हेन आई पेड मनी दैट दे हैंडेड ओवर द पेपर। ये बनाया जाएगा, इट वाज नॉट अंटिल आई पेड मनी they handed over the paper. It was at 3 o'clock they finally arrived. और इसका बनाया जाएगा, it was not until 3 o'clock that they finally arrived. It was when we saw his mother that he realized how old she had become. It was not until he saw his mother blanks. It was only when they tasted the soup that they found the cook had forgotten the salt. It was not until they tasted the soup. It was when she had read the first chapter that she found that she had read the book before. It was not until she had read the first chapter. It was only when it was quite dark that they left their hiding place. It was not until it was quite dark. It was when he came up close that he saw what had happened. It was not until he came up. It was when the children had finished their homework that they were given supper. It was not until the children had finished their homework that they were given supper. It was only on that Sunday morning that John finally made the discovery. It was not until the Sunday morning that John finally made the discovery. It was in the 16th century that women first appeared on the stage. It was not until the 17th century that women appeared. Thanks for your time, and I hope you have liked the chapter. It's a nice way that you have learnt it, and I think you will go through the chapter until you haven't confirmed about your learning. Have a nice time.